In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss about creation of DAG. So we are going to creating the DAG database availability group in Exchange Server 2010. So before we create DAG, let's understand about our network. So basically, our network when we're going to create the DAG is consists of three server which having the Exchange server 2010 installed. So we at least require three Exchange server 2010. The one server which is known as Exchange server 1.techengineertv.in consists hub transport server, mailbox server, and client access server. Another Exchange server consists of hub transport, which is known as Exchange server 2.techengineertv.in. Another one we have is mailbox, which is Exchange server 3.techengineertv.in. So all three needs to be connected with each other. Make sure that all three are communicating with each other, passing database with each other. The IP addresses we are using in all three Exchange servers are the hub, mailbox, and cache, which is client access server in the case, consists of IP address of 10.10.10.1. The hub transport server, the alone hub transport server, consists of the IP of 10.10.10.2, and the mailbox server consists of the IP of 10.10.10.3. So hub, mailbox, and cache, which is client access server, is having these three roles. One is hub transport server, another one is mailbox server. So now we're going to move to hub transport server to create a DAG process, to do a DAG process, because in the case we require a server which is not a mailbox server, and hub transport server will not be the part of DAG but will act as a witness server. So let's move down to our Exchange server, which is in this case is hub transport, and the name of the hub transport is Exchange server 2.techengineer.tv.in. So let's move to that server, Exchange server 2.techengineer.tv.in. So I'm reached to Exchange server 2.techengineertv.in, which is a hub transport server, and we are in currently Exchange Management Console. And let's browse. Now when we're going to move to organization configuration, and this is the first tab, we'll open the mailbox, and in mailbox we will get the option called database availability group. You get lots of options otherwise as well. So database availability group will be, there is no item because we didn't create it yet. So right click, we're going to create the new database availability group, and this is what the basics browsing, this is what the first tab will open. And when you try to open the database availability group tab, let's name it as test DAG, for example, and we have two options now. There is two options. One we call witness server, another is witness directory. So if we left that witness server configured, if we let and we just move down to create the new DAG, then we start searching out the server which not consists the mailbox server. It means it should be hub transport but should not have the mailbox server. So when you go to create new, it will take some time to find out the server, and once it created, we will back with more. Okay, so after pausing, it take 22 seconds to find it out the new server, and it created a DAG. and you can see the test DAG, the command which is completed. You can see the command which is completed new -database availability group, then -test DAG, that is the name, and you can see the DAG is created, and the witness server is, in this case, is Exchange server 2.TechEngineerTV.in. The reason being because this particular server is not a mailbox server. Similarly, it also created a directory automatically. We need not to give any command, and we didn't give any command. It automatically process has been created, a witness server has been found, and witness directory has been found, and according to that, Exchange server promoted. This is how we created DAG.